Begin the evening with this wonderful little clip that the New School produced for Chico after the 20th anniversary of our school. And then we'll bring up these incredible musicians, and I'll say a few more words at that time. So let's show this video of Chico.
Jazz is not a subject you just come in, you read the book, and learn it. Now, I know how to play jazz. It takes years, and it takes doing it. You know, and Chico has been doing it for many, many, many years.
Chico Hamilton's place in the program at the New School is special because he is one of the individuals who has written the performance history of jazz.
The hippest thing about the New School is the fact that all instructors are pros, are professionals in their craft. It's what I do. I've never done anything else other than shine shoes as a kid. And as a kid shining shoes, I made enough money to buy my first set of drums. My first day of teaching, I realized that this could be some way for me to get something back to music, my craft. Because music had been, and is still, very good to me.
One of my favorite things in his class was listening to the stories about where he traveled, the people he played with, always amazing stories, and very passionate about what he was doing, which created a very good environment for us to learn and to get inspiration to go on.
He wants them to learn how to play jazz and to swing and do it correctly. He could care less about this new theory and all of that stuff. You know, he wants them to learn how to snap their fingers when they play, you know.
Listen, everybody. Now here's the boogie-woogie, solid beat. Come on, you dancers, on your feet.
Joe Jones was the drummer with the Count Basie Orchestra. Joe Jones was my mentor. Joe Jones changed me completely. Not only me, he influenced just about every drummer that was on the scene at that time. We talked just about every day, but we never talked about drums. But I got a drum lesson every day and talking with him, talking about life.
Someone who is a great musician, who has spent time developing his or her voice, will be the kind of person who makes it easier for a student to understand the importance of discovering his or her own voice in their development. Chico Hamilton is one of those people.
Tell you how to play, really. He wants to see the real you come out.
Find your own personality in the music. In other words, we sort of frown on copycats. Yeah.
He just sets you free. You know, he doesn't tell you, you know, play C major here or F major there. You just blow, you know.
Do your own thing. Play yourself. The music is you. You know, it's part of your personality. Yeah, Chico's like that.
He puts you at ease. You know, he just makes you realize that, all right, this is music. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be relaxed. If you're not relaxed, then you can't play.
It's always been a melodic instrument to me. I know how to get a sound out of it. And I maintain a triad, 1, 3, 5 chord. do, da, dee, right? As long as you get 3 different tones, that's it. You use your touch. You're jumping with it.
The Chico Hamilton sound is this very unique, cool groove with in-tune musicians listening to each other, playing acoustically. And on the top of all that, over all that, is this beautiful melody. A very simple, clear, easy to sing melody. Once he starts his tempo, it's like a heartbeat. It really, really swings, and it feels good.
But we happen to know I'm your star pupil, because I reflect back to you your own talent. I'd hate to take a bite of you. You're a cookie full of arsenic.
Sweet Smells to That was a good film.
Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis, and the Chico Hamilton Quintet.
I was in showbiz. I didn't know anything about showbiz before. And being in showbiz, your life changed. And I just started getting cooler. I was in England working with Lena Horne, me and my quartet. And I was doing a movie with Roman Polanski, which was Repulsion. So I spent all my days out on the set with Roman and the nights playing with Lena. He was the hippest director I've ever worked for. He never forgot why he hired me.
Semester, he doesn't say a word. He just sits there quietly, but before all the students walk in, he writes on the blackboard, "Leave egos outside!" Exclamation point.
Come on in. How you doing? 12-bar blues. Okay. Miss Piano, 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You cool?
Yeah.
Most of the students, they like him very much. And I do know he's strict, I know that about him.
If you miss it again, you're going to have to buy us all a drink.
So he will put you in place. Like, listen, this is the way it's done. Like, this is the way you have to think. So he wasn't just brushing it off and say, okay, next. He made you do it. It was a lot of laughter in that class and smiling, and I always come back to the openness and the good environment that he created. Just the cool. He's cool.
What's given me the most satisfaction is just knowing that hanging out with him, you don't just learn about music, you learn about life.
I think he's an amazing musician and an awesome person, and I'm very thankful for everything that he taught us.
We've been friends for so long, it's hard for me to just define it down to one thing. It's good when you can have a friend like that you don't have to think about it. It's just natural. Yeah.
Shit, man, that's good, man. What you say your name was, man?
No, I love him. I think he's a very special individual. And I'm very happy that he, for more than 20 years, has been able to give his heart and soul to so many younger musicians coming up. And he still plays his ass off.
I'm going to keep my remarks short, but just want to say a few words. And I'll start with that, look in the dictionary thing. Look in the dictionary under Chico Hamilton. First of all, you see a picture of one of the handsomest, hippest, styling cats that ever walked the earth. And you find these descriptive words like genius, original, groundbreaker, dignity, legitimacy, authenticity, pride, grace, bon vivant, citizen of the world. Amazing guy. And what a gift he was to us here at the New School and to the world. And I still marvel that Chico was 65 years old when we started the school, when he was one of the critical and important co-founders along with Arnie. And there's too many stories to tell. I'm sure you've heard some of them. Junior's got some great ones. Junior and Gloria send their love, by the way. They're down in South Carolina. But Junior tells a famous one about being convinced to teach at the New School by both Arnie and Chico. It involves copious drinks and other kinds of encouragement. But Junior's the reason, Chico's the reason that Junior was teaching here. And teaching was simply just a natural part of who Chico was. And you heard his mantra, music has been good to me, and he just wants to give it back. And he also always talked about God being good to him, and ain't that the truth? My favorite Chico aphorism is the one he would say with both twinkle and truth, so many drummers, so little time. It's my favorite one. Reggie Workman often talks about standing on the shoulders of the giants. And, of course, in simple truth, Chico was a giant. And for 25 years, he provided his own strong shoulders for the many generations here at the New School to stand on as he taught and mentored them here. I think one of the more important things I think about Chico when I think about his teaching is what a reminder he was, a reminder of commitment to that feeling in the heart that is a living of an artistic life that he modeled out in his own life, and the ideal of a master practitioner ever reaching for the new in your own artistic journey, as he always did. And I also know, as you heard from some of this testimony, that Chico understood completely that the goal to develop as an artist means total commitment. And if you are serious about this, then you show it respect. And he encouraged that, he expected that, and he demanded that. And probably was frustrated when some of the students didn't respond. But a bunch did. And we're going to hear from some of this circle of musical legacy tonight. So I'm very proud that we have gathered together many of the numerous sons and daughters in his legacy, also in Arnie Lawrence's legacy. And we're going to bring them to the stage to offer you a little bit of memory. I'm just so proud that we have Denise Hamilton here and some of our other close friends to enjoy this. So let's bring up Evan, and he'll introduce the rest of the musicians. Thank you for coming.
Modern technology. How's everybody doing? Yeah. You guys, we are Euphoria. We are Chico's instrument. And it's an extreme honor and pleasure to be here for you today to celebrate the life and the legacy and the musical genius of Dr. Forrest Orn, Chico Hamilton. So thank you for coming out on this Tuesday evening. I'd like to introduce the band. On guitar, we have Nick Demopoulos. On the drums, an alumni or alumnus. Martin, how do I? Alum, Jeremy Carlstedt. The great Jeremy Carlstedt on the drums. On the bass, we have Chico's bass player for about 30 years. 30 years, Mr. Paul Ramsey. And on the flutes, we have Mayu Saeki. And yours truly, I'm Evan Schwam, and it's, like I said, it's a, thank you. Thank you so much. That first song was How's Your Feelings? And all this music you're going to hear tonight, except with the exception of one song, every single tune you're going to hear is an original by Chico. I'd like to announce the presence of Chico's daughter, Miss Denise Hamilton. Denise really, she kept Chico going for so long. So thank you, Denise. We really appreciate it. We love you. What we're going to do now is we're going to play original compositions. So like Chico said, you won't know whether we're playing it right or whether we're playing it wrong. So this one he wrote in 2009. This one's called No Way, L.A. All right, thank you so much. Like I said, we are really, we were so honored to be with Chico. Basically, we rehearsed, what was it, every week for about 10 years? Every week, no matter what happened, I'd get that call on Monday morning. Hey, Evan, when's rehearsal? Every week we rehearsed and we built our sound, and it was very special, especially during the last recording session. I think we became Chico's instrument in a way, and it's such a beautiful thing, really. It's amazing. I can't say enough about it. So we're extremely happy to be here for you today. Yeah. Here's Jeremy.
I'd just like to say that I came to visit the new school, the old building, and it's about 93, late 93, and Arnie was here, and so Martin Mueller sent me to Arnie's class to hang out, and there's already a drummer, so Arnie says, oh, play the conga, and I'd never really played it. I'm from DC, so I play some go-go on congas, but so I'm playing with the group, swinging, and about 10 years later, when did I join the group? 2004, right?
Something like that, yeah.
So Evan recommended me because Chico needed a percussionist, and I never thought I'd get a call to, I'd done some little stuff, but he was like, I need a percussionist, and I was like, well, I don't really do it like that. He was like, just come and play, and I just think that there was something happening there with that connection since Arnie, spent so much time with Chico, and it meant a lot to me that I got called to play the conga. So, yeah, that's why I'm here right now, by the way.
Yeah, all right. So right about now, we're going to feature the excellent talents of Miss Mayu Seki on a piece by Chico called P and E. Now, you might be asking, what's P and what's E? It's Paul and Evan. But actually, the Chico treatment is if you have a song named after you, you don't get the solo on it. So we're going to feature Mayu Seki on this one, P and E. All right. Yes, Mayu Saiki. All right, we got a special treat for you right now. We have an NEA jazz master in the house, Mr. Jimmy Owens. He's going to join us. He joined us on the latest recording. Yes, he joined us on the latest recording, and he's going to do a couple of numbers from this recording. So how about a big round of applause for Jimmy Owens?
Chico, is this on? Hello, thank you. Chico was a very special person, and he really gave his knowledge and his experience to all of the students who came across his classes. I first became really familiar with Chico a long time ago. I was taken to Birdland by my then brother-in-law to see Miles Davis, and Chico Hamilton's group was the other group on the program. I'm talking about Birdland at 52nd Street and Broadway, 1958. It was the same week that the Miles Davis incident happened with the police and them hitting him in the head and whatnot. Well, Chico was on that bill, and I recall the difference between the Miles Davis group and the Chico Hamilton group in the music that was being played. To this day, I look at Chico as being very special in that he believed in simplicity and he believed in swing. And he taught all of his students simplicity, you know, and how to swing. I love him. This is a composition that I think he wrote it and told me this is an ode to Miles. I wrote this for you, Jimmy. Wow, I love it. He approached me in the hall one day, and he says, hey, listen, I've written a song for you. It's called Ode to Miles. I want you to come and play it with us. I said, all right. So I played it. I played it with the group a few times. Then I found out later that it was called Aurora, and it was written for a guitarist, right? And I said, oh, very interesting. So this is Ode to Miles, Aurora.
Yeah, Jimmy Owens. Beautiful. This next song is kind of named after our guitar player, Nick. So Chico called it Nate's Night. He always called Nick Nate for some reason. So it just kind of stuck. So this is Nate's Night, and we hope you enjoy it. Jimmy Owens, NEA Jazz Master, Jimmy Owens. All right. Yep, we're going to play one of Chico's personal favorite compositions of his, which features Mr. Paul Ramsey, First Light. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, Paul Ramsey. You can see why Chico referred to Paul as the doctor of the bass. That's why. Whew. All right, we got something very special. In 1998, I met Chico for the first time at the New School. And we had a really nice group. It was kind of, we arranged it so that we would all play together. And our vocalist in the group is Miss Sasha Dobson. And she joined the group. And Chico liked our group so much, in fact, that he suggested that we start a band and we get some gigs together. So Chico was an extremely nurturing teacher. And he would always encourage, and if you weren't doing something right, he'd let you know. Right, Denise? Oh, yeah. So, at this time, Miss Sasha Dobson. Welcome.
Thank you so much. You can turn that down a little bit. Try to think that love's not around, still it's uncomfortably near. My old heart ain't gaining no ground, because my angel eyes ain't here. Angel eyes, old devil sent, they glow unbearably bright. Need I say my love's misspent, misspent with angel eyes tonight. So drink up all you people, order anything you see. Have fun, you happy people. The drinks and the laughs on me. Pardon me, but I've got to run. The facts uncommonly clear. I've got to find my number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. People, order anything you see. Have fun, all you happy people. The drinks and the laughs on me. Pardon me, but I've got to run. The facts uncommonly clear. Got to find my number one, and why my angel eyes ain't here. Ooh, Thank you so much.
You can.
Oh, thank you. This is another one of Chico's originals called Every Time I Smile. This was actually a very dear song for him. I think pretty sure he wrote it for his wife, Helen. So we hope you enjoy this rendition of it.
Better have been. Just kidding.
Every time I smile, I see your face. Every time I smile, I feel your embrace. Every time I smile, I'm in a space with you. Life is filled with love, time has its say. I'm so in love with you every day, 'cause every time I smile, I think of you. Every time I smile, I see your face. Every time I smile, I feel your embrace. Every time I smile, I'm in a space with you. Life is filled with love, time had its say. I'm so in love with you in every way, 'cause every time I smile, I think of you. Thank you so much.
Sasha Dobson. Thank you, Sasha. Yeah. We have more surprises in store. The next surprise, as most of you are aware, the founding fathers of this school were Arnie Lawrence and Chico Hamilton. Well, Arnie was a beautiful, beautiful individual. And there was many times he saw me walking the halls, and he forced me to come into his class and play his horn. And I was like, I don't know this tune. And he's like, don't worry, man, just play. So that was very much Arnie's vibe. The guy was beautiful. And Chico and Arnie loved each other. They were like brothers, musical brothers in many ways. And at this time, Eric Lawrence is going to join us. He was, when I first joined Chico's group Euphoria in 2000, I was 21, and Eric was really instrumental for helping me feel comfortable on stage and showing me the ropes on the road. And he brought me to my first Trader Joe's on the road in LA. He was like, hey man, listen, you can't buy breakfast every day. You gotta get some cereal and milk. Among many other things Eric showed me. So at this time, Eric Lawrence is gonna play One for Arnie, Song for Arnie, that Chico Hamilton wrote. How about a hand for Eric Lawrence?
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. The new school, I know these walls really well. And I have to say, I've known Chico my entire, I mean, when I say I've known him my entire life, my dad made his first record. It was Chico Hamilton's The Dealer, and I was 5 years old. And a few years later, I went to the Newport Jazz Festival. I was 9 years old, and I remember there was a little, that was where they recorded El Exigente, and there was a little side stage where they had 4 drum kits, and they played together. It was Joe Jones, Papa Joe, as we call him, and Philly Joe Jones, Elvin Jones, and Chico Hamilton. I have a cassette of that.
I gotta get a copy of that.
We'll talk about it. I had no idea at the time that maybe 10 or 11 years later, I would be the saxophone player in Chico Hamilton's band. Paul Ramsey was a bass player. When he says 30 years, I think he means like 30, a little more than 30 years. And, you know, the list of players that Chico tutored and made into great players are really, truly amazing. 18 years later, I played in Chico's band again. This is my nice way of saying he's the only man who ever fired me twice. But his firing you doesn't mean you're not part of the family or I don't love you. It meant, you know, go out and either get this together or it's time for you to do your own thing, which, you know, if you go down the list of people that played in Chico's band, they did a good job of going on to do their own thing, and it's something that I've tried to do my whole life. The very first gig I did with Chico was at the Bitter End in right here in New York City, and we took our break. I walked out on the street with my dad, proud papa that he was, and I was about 20 or 21 years old, and we're walking down the street and we bump into Papa Joe Jones, who was Chico's mentor, as he said, and he said, "I'm looking for my man Chico," and I said, "I'm playing with him. You want me to get you in?" He walked right past the doorman and right into the dressing room, and I was standing here, and Chico's drums were there, and when he saw that Joe was there, Joe stood right with his nose over the stage, and Chico stopped the band and played a 15-minute drum solo in tribute to Joe on the snare drum. Do you remember that? Yeah, it was about 1981, I would say, and you know, life went on like that. So many amazing things, and what an incredible person, because through him and his connection to Joe and to Duke and to Basie and Lester Young and Eric Dolphy and everybody else, and then there's us, all the people who got to play with him, and that's how close we are to the origins of swing and the origins of jazz, and then it's our job now to take that with us, and it's just an incredible, you know, honor, and it's also an incredible charge, you know, that we've been charged with. And let's hear it for Evan and this incredible band and Jeremy on drums, because Evan and I, I'm sure Evan did it for way longer than me, but Evan and I used to go up to Chico's. When we couldn't have a rehearsal, we would just go up there, and he would just play brushes on the snare drum, and you could hear the entire song, the chord changes, the bass line, everything. And that's how we learn how to play his songs. And, you know, that's something you don't get from anybody else. You know, it's, although you're doing a nice job, man. Beautiful job. So we're going to try to play this song.
All right, Eric Lawrence. Martin arranged a surprise for Chico. He was sitting on stage in Madison Square Garden. He was about ready to be announced for his honorary doctorate. And I come out with Andrew Hadro, a former band member, and we played Delightful, Charming, and Cool for him. And he was totally shocked. He loved it. He loved it. And Delightful, Charming, and Cool accurately describes the Chico Hamilton that I know and love. So we hope you enjoy it. Here's Eric Person. Eric Person. Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to bring up Eric Lawrence again. We're going to have the two Erics. This is another one of Chico's amazing compositions. Once again, my idea here was to give a spotlight on the composing genius of Chico Hamilton. We've been trying to show all of Chico's great tunes, and this is another great one, Sweet Dreams Too Soon. Yeah. Eric Person, Eric Lawrence. Beautiful. I can't tell. Is that Junior Mance over there? No? Oh, okay, okay. What we're going to do now. What we're going to do now is we're going to play something Chico would always say at some point in the concert. What we're going to do now, do something different. We're going to have two flutes play together. So this is one of Chico's greatest hits, That Boy with That Long Hair. right. All right, that boy with that long hair. We are going to play something that Chico wrote. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but Chico wrote a lot of theme songs and commercials. And one of his commercials was for Con Edison. And I don't think he could really write down what he wanted to write down. So he calls it Mother Tucker. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, on behalf of Euphoria, on behalf of Eric Person, Eric Lawrence, Sasha Dobson, and the great Jimmy Owens, I'd like to thank Martin Mueller and the gang at the New School for putting on this night. We're really honored. We're very honored to be here, and it's really wonderful how you acknowledge Chico Hamilton, and we'd just like to say thank you, and we hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and we will be seeing you very soon. Once again, Eric Lawrence, Eric Person, NEA Jazz Master Jimmy Owens, Sasha Dobson, Nick Demopoulos, Jeremy Carlstedt, Paul Ramsey, Mayu Saiki, yours truly, Evan Schwam. Thank you.